Should be LAN. I remember some fan asked what civ is easy entry, and you say Huns long time ago. Now my question is, what strategy and civ in Arabia do you think it's good to go from 1500 to 1800? I think if you learn a good man at arms archer build order, I think that's a good way to climb elo at 1500 level, because not many people will be able to deal with the pressure if you have a really good build. What civ is he? Koreans against Malay. I want to play elephants. What makes... Wait, Viper, how do you deal with losing so much, Kappa? Yeah. The question, like, how do you prepare to accept a defeat? Yeah, I don't think anyone ever prepares with that in mind. You don't want to ever prepare, like, with the idea of going to lose, right? No one is preparing like that. But yeah, what makes scouts so good on Land Madness? I would think archers would be good to hit the woodlands, but never see them. Mobility, vulnerable resources, and civilizations usually lean towards scouts when the for some civs like Franks. Yeah, mobility is huge on that map because you cannot fully wall your base. That also makes scouts extra good, obviously. Not a big fan of the World Cup, or just this one? I mean, there's just no... I don't have an international team that I cheer for if Norway is not there, right? So I'm not overly invested. I like football, but yeah, part of me is like not too happy about the World Cup being in Qatar and the human rights issues and all that stuff. But also, I am watching some games, right? Because I love football and I get bored. So like, I would love to boycott it and just ignore it, but I can't. That's weak by me, but it is what it is. But yeah, I just don't have any team that I'm cheering for or that I want to do well amongst the national teams. So that's mostly it. You can cry in advance. Yeah, that's a good way to prepare for losing. Weak snack, yep. What's criteria between odd and even colors? Does if it got something to do with elo? I have no idea how they do it, how they decide who gets odd and who gets even. I wish I could always get even, but can't always get what we want. This map is bad. Only one tree there. Yeah. Yeah, woodland there as well. Might be a forest up here as well. Winning a tournament depends entirely on you. Not all the time. There will be percentages of other factors as well. But in the end, you can change a lot of things yourself. Like your preparation, your draft, the civ choices, decisions you make throughout the set. There's a lot of things you can impact, but there will be certain factors you cannot impact, and that could go against you when it comes to winning a tournament. For example, map pool, like in the Warlords, for example. I think the map pool and the way the drafting system worked was pretty nice for me and my style. In the Grand Melee, for example, I think it's more geared towards... Like, I think Leary Hera, for example, will do better in the Warlords, in the Grand Melee, because maps are more... Let's say there's more aggressive and open maps. It's not as... You cannot apply too much strategy on those types of maps, because there's a bigger distribution of open, aggressive maps compared to Warlords, where there was a solid amount of closed, semi-closed, hybrid, like more variation in the maps. So yeah, like I said, I think Warlords suited me pretty well. But I think I'm not nearly as favored in the Grand Melee as I was in the Warlords, for example, or my chances are less in the Grand Melee compared to the Warlords. If that makes sense. For Brazil, I think Brazil are one of the teams that have a really good chance of winning the tournament. Yes, Koreans though. Do I want to go? Do I want to go archers? I think I do. Eating the town center. Warlock, we saw how aggressive Viper is, so I'm not saying it's a bad tournament for me. What I mean is that there are not as many good maps for me as Warlords had. There are still maps that will suit me, and I still think I'll put in a good performance. But the point is that there's not as many. Warlords had a way more complicated drafting system. Like Grand Malay has 10 maps in total. Warlords had 21. So when you have 21 maps, there's a lot more room for creativity, preparation, planning, drafting, whatnot. Grand Malay doesn't leave as much room for that, so... I'll try to go range. I think I'm still planning to switch into Big Elephant playing Castle Age. Question is just how soon we do it. Seems like it's pretty much fully walled already. Is he going forward? No. Okay, range to home. It's not on gold though. Unless he has a safe gold. Another place. What's Jordy doing? Hoping he brings A-game tomorrow. Yeah, he's feeling a lot better. So he has his state has improved a lot. But obviously has had a severe lack of playing time as of late. So let's see. Hopefully he can still put on a good performance. Rora's gonna lose the scout. My economy will be great here. If he's going only skirms. To be fair, he's walling himself in with the gold, so it's not like he's gonna suddenly catch me off guard with war wagons or anything like that. So there's that. In tournament, many of you play like 18 pop, 19 pop, but for how come this ranking I always play 21? In this very instance, I played 23, 24 pop because I'm Malay. You often see earlier pop-ups in ranked games as well. It also depends a lot on maps and civs though. Random civ is not always as easy to pull off. Fast uptimes depending on your civ. Not having my scout alive is a bit awkward. I don't know where he is, where he might come from. Full skirm. Probably drop a stable and add one scout maybe. Because I want to go elephants down the road anyway. So might as well. Shouldn't hurt our uptime too much either. That's not the only issue will be if he comes with archers now as a follow-up. Guess we can do gold upgrade. There's a pond! And we're Malay! Might have something else we can do here. Send his army forward and hope will suffice. Can I go super aggressive right away? We go double stable already. Elephants are cheap. We could build a forward sea rook shop. Let's see. Everyone's scout is doing work. Yes, sir. Yes, it was. Seems like it's still open there. Still playing mass skirms. Surprises me. You can probably see this because of the vision with Korean's villagers. Could imagine you can see it anyway. So I like my position here. I don't know how active Lan has been as of late. Maybe knights would have made more sense in hindsight. We did not see everything. Some lowish prevails there actually. And the TC. I have a feeling we might be able to deny this. Just waiting for the monk to pop. Think. No! Damn it. 8 vills in the queue? Come on. Still think we have done a significant amount of damage. But at this point it doesn't really matter what the follow-up is. Because he be hurting. And we were able to snipe 2 monks as well with the elephants. That was pretty solid. I think the best thing I can do now as well, I can just switch to light cav. There's not really much you can do to deal with it. So he only has skirms as military. Oh! Yes, elephants! No! We'll probably end up losing both. It's fine, damage is done. One HP elephant. Let's get him! Are they bugging out? Let's go forward castle. Not impossible. Thing is, we should always be ready to respond with our own castle if necessary. And I have a lot of elephants still. You have 30 on food. I think we're gonna add more stables and do more elephants. Because why wouldn't we? If anything this castle is doing is probably gonna be a defensive castle. Yep. Could go imp first as well before we do more elephants, but I think I want to do like a full castle age. See how it feels like. Sure, he has monks, but I have 100 elephants. Doesn't matter if he has 3 monks. Relics? Don't really care about the relics. I don't think this is a game that will be determined by the relics, let's say.
Swasti, aku pemangun gedung. Apa syasananya bagi aku pemangun gedung?
This will be game.
Aku pemangun gedung.
Get him! Yeah, I don't see how he holds from here, right? Just waiting for the monk to come out. Was the mod of the relic? I don't remember exactly what it's called, but something like more visible relics, something.
Aku pemangun gedung.
Try and mix in some petards as well. Over here. Oh! I didn't know I was raiding him. Great move by me. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, it's 100% over. 155% over. Doesn't have stone to repair anymore.
Apa siya sa pemangun gedung? Aku pengerti.
Aku penumpang train.
Bigger and eye-catching relic sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Aku pemangun gedung. Swasti. Aku penggalitan. Aku pemangun gedung.
Aku panggali tambang. Aku panggali tambang. Aku marwat. Aku
Siap.
panggarwat.
Aku pemangun gedung.
Oh, he has to repair the TC, true. How expensive is an elephant? 49 gold, 84 food. That's pretty cheap. Pretty cheap indeed.
Aku pemangun gedung. Apa siya sa baginda?
Siap.
Means one of the best saves to come back in that position, but seems they won't work against this neck. Why are they one of the best saves to come back from a dead position?
Aku pemangun gedung. Apa siya
I
sa
think there are other saves that are probably better.
swasti?
Aku marwat.
Where's my gather point? All the way over there.
Siap. Aku pemangun swasti. Aku pemangun gedung.
Elephant is so annoying, man. I think I can just throw them away as well and not worry about how good they trade.
Apa siya sa Aku pemangun gedung.
He's done a good job though, like responding everywhere. Like I've been attacking in multiple spots and he's keeping his TCs alive, for example. But yeah, obviously he is still super dead here. Ain't no question about it. If you got spear, how do you respond? I think when you have the advantage and lead I have, I think I can just trade against spears as well. I don't think fighting spears would be a problem. I would just make mass elephants still. We have 144 vills, we can max out any second. I think we can also just keep producing.
Aku pemanggil gede.
Just add some karambits. No, sir. I think the only reason score is somewhat similar is because I say somewhat similar. It's 1500 apart, but he has killed so many elephants. Makes sense, right? So that's probably why the score is not further apart.
Aku pemangun gede.
But I was asking like why I think macro is cheating. I could have done what I did now. I spent just like 10 game seconds to do this. If I can do that in 2 game seconds or 1 game second, I think that's not fair. Oh, he has a second castle. So his numbers aren't that bad. I guess I should just focus on villagers. He still has to micro all the time against the elephants. Let's see, maybe he has expanded somewhere else. It's not safe, sir. GG. It's always fun to play with elephants, Malay elephants. Let's see. Yeah, the score is all all KD, right? We obviously have our elephants don't have armor upgrades, only +1, so they're not the best. 11 attack, so we take 8 damage per hit from a war wagon. Still 250 HP. It's a lot. So the score 2,400 apart. I haven't made villagers for a long time. Didn't really need more economy, right? So we're in the position where we can just spam and turn off our brain. Trash longsword is good too. I don't think trash longsword would have done as good as the elephants in this situation. Yeah, we could have also stopped production at any time and just gone imp. Finish the game a bit earlier, maybe. Funnily enough, it might have actually finished earlier if we go to imp. So we are advancing 66% faster. And once we hit imp, we'll just insta-resign. See, KD is still very similar. Villager count is not, though. So if he has 30 wagons, he one-shots you. No, he needs more. He needs 30... How much damage did we say? 8. He needs 32 wagons. This civ should have monks mounted on elephants. How'd that work, though? They just have a ton of HP or what?